Hey, it's Westworld Sal. I made a video during the blackout, but in that video I'm in a wool hat and a jacket because there was no heat. So I don't think you would like to see me as an Eskimo. Oh wait, no offense to Eskimos. Relax. Good. Okay. In this video, believe it or not, I want to do this for a long time. We're doing a retro TNA review. I'm gonna pick a pay-per-view from TNA way back in the past. I have a couple of the DVDs, so I can do this. Way back in the past, watch it, and then review it for your viewing pleasure. So today, we're doing Turning Point 2004. Now, the pay-per-view starts off with a Kings of Wrestling promo. No, this is not the Ring of Honor Kings of Wrestling that we all know and love. This is Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Jeff Jarrett. Yep. They're in a car. They're in a car with the green screen backdrop, driving in Las Vegas. They're all impersonating Elvis, hence the name Kings of Wrestling. Now, they're bashing their opponents for the night, who are AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and, believe it or not, Randy Savage. Randy Savage is old. You will see that once it comes to that match later in the review. But this is very low budget. You can clearly see the wigs. You can see the hair below the wigs. They didn't put the wings on right. It's crazy. It's kind of stupid. The first match, I want to tell you about. They run this whole Cookiegate scandal all night long, and a fake McMahon and Triple H come to the arena. But it's just a waste to tell you about that because that whole shtick wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. So relax, nothing to see there. Move on. The first match was 3 Live Crew versus Team Canada. Team Canada consisted of Bobby Roode and Eric Young. This was for the NWA World Tag Team titles. Both of them show great potential. Okay, both of them. Going back and forth, the pace was excellent. The moves were done well, and it wasn't like too fast. It wasn't drawn out like really fast. It wasn't drawn out really slow either. The story of the match was great, no botches. But the ending of the match, Johnny Devine returns for Team Canada, interferes and breaks a hockey stick over BG James' back. Bad finish, but okay match. The spots were paced, everything went good, except the ending. 3 out of 5. The next match is Kid Cash, Kazarian, and Matt Bentley versus Hector Garza, Sanjay Dutt, and Sonny Siaki. Dirty tactics by the heels, a little too much, as blind tags and interference from the heel manager, who was Tracy, kept beating Sanjay Dutt. I felt sorry for him because it kept going at him. I was so depressed in the last sentence. Wow. Sanjay Dutt and Sonny Siaki, they really did good. They were like, out of the 3 in the babyface team, they were really pulling their stuff. Hector Garza now has cancer, if you didn't know. I feel bad. Good match. Tracy caused loss. Excuse me. Went to top, hoping to hit Siaki. Really hit Kazarian. Garza then took advantage. Corkscrew up the top onto Kazarian for the pin. Could have went a bit longer, but still great match. 3.5 out of 5. The next match is a Serengeti survival match. What does that mean? It was never explained. Abyss versus Monty Brown, alpha male. Brown challenges Abyss to come out while he's on the ramp, on the way to the ring. Don't tell me why he couldn't wait 5 more seconds for Abyss to come out. The crowd was chanting table, use a table. So they used a table. No, like great stuff comes out of that. I don't know why the crowd wanted this. The ending was botched. Monty Brown slams Abyss into tacks, which don't really go into Abyss at all. So it wasn't anything special. 3 out of 5 3.5 out of 5 though. So it wasn't a bad match. It's just the ending left a bitter taste. The next match was the New York Connection versus Pat Kenny and Johnny B. Bad. Johnny B. Bad, he looks like he's on this local show that I have on TV. If you want to put that up on YouTube, because it's on every week, see if any of you like wrestling know-it-alls can, like, don't take that to heart. I don't want to offend you, but see if you know him. See if you can like recognize him. I think it's him. Not sure. Going away from the subject. Come back. The moves look weak. Like the moves look weak. They're still like they still pump it up to be like dangerous like moves, but they don't look powerful. I don't know if you get that, but Jacqueline in the way lots of times. She was the ref. She's not. Yeah, I remember this. She had every move they did. She was in the way. She had to move like 500 times just to get out of the way. She wasn't a good ref. Disco Inferno, who was on the New York Connection, used a stunner. I don't know why. She just did it. Kind of surprising. Kind of nice to see that incorporated, but bitter again. Johnny B. Bad used an F5 Brock Lesnar move. So there was like, it was weird to see like all these moves still like being seen in this match because it had nothing to do with those wrestlers. But suplex from Jacqueline because of no toleration. She gets involved in the match. I don't know. Leads to Johnny B. Bad and Pat Kenny winning, not beating. What the hell? Kings of Wrestling. This is a promo now. They throw the top hat into the back of the car. The top hat is from Randy Savage. So, Randy Savage got beat up and kidnapped. WTF? What? Kidnapped? It's crazy. DDP versus Raven. Yes, DDP versus Raven. Said it twice for posterity. DDP at the beginning of the match, about 2 minutes in, knocks out ref for no reason because he's so angry. At what? I don't know. Eric Watts on commentary. He was involved in this feud because he was DDP's, he was like DDP's, I forgot the word. Like a apprentice to a Jedi. I forgot the word. Is that the word? Not sure. Anyway, DDP still takes bumps, wrestles well, wrestles well for 2004 because he was wrestling in the late 90s for WCW. Raven's henchmen interfere. This match was crazy match. It was just crazy match. Eric Watts rushes in ring to confront the henchmen. They come in ring. He chokeslams all of them. Tries to chokeslam DDP. Receives Diamond Cutter. Raven revives, but DDP Diamond Cuts Raven. So, I mean, they're pushing the old guy. They should have pushed Raven. 2.5 out of 5. I didn't like how it ended. Next match. Oh, this is a good match. Chris Sabin versus P.D. Williams. This match, slow at the beginning, but this was the second match of the night in my opinion. P.D. Williams won because he had the brass knuckles on. Team Canada, I hated Team Canada. No offense to Canadians, no offense to Eskimos. I should put that in the description. Sabin, I'm going from the past match. Sabin jumped over the crowd to the first podium. Outside the first podium, yes. It would have been a 5 out of 5. This match, the pacing was excellent, the moves were excellent, the moves were flippy, insane moves, They just went back and forth, close pins, great match. The more interfered, P.D. Williams used brass knuckles, 4 out of 5. I hate to say it, but they should have not interfered the way they did. Now, the match we've all been waiting for. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Jeff Jarrett versus AJ Styles. I have AJ on here. I thought of AJ Lee from Raw. So stupid. AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Savage. Randy Savage doesn't come. He's been kidnapped. So, it's AJ and Jeff Hardy versus Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Jeff Jarrett. 2-on-3. AJ and Jeff Hardy started off good. But, as they get into it, you can tell that Hall and Nash can't keep up with them. AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy have to slow down. It's good to see them fighting each other, but when you see that they have to slow down to fight with them because they're so old, that means they shouldn't wrestle anymore. Period. Kings of Wrestling, they were tagging a lot because they wanted more and more breaks. You know, AJ Styles can't go max potential here. Randy Savage comes in much later. What do I have here? Randy Savage comes out, starts beating on Kings of Wrestling like he's Hulk Hogan right now, like punch, knock down. But he's so old, you know. He comes out, starts beating on the Kings of Wrestling. AJ and Jeff Hardy are like, they're like, it's Randy Savage's spotlight, so to speak. Jeff Jarrett gets a chokehold, but reverses. Jeff Jarrett gets a chokehold on Randy Savage. Randy Savage versus gets a chokehold on Jarrett. And then, believe it or not, Jarrett went back and did a triple chokehold. Believe it or not, like crazy, right? And then, on top of that, I think Savage did a quick pin or reversal of the third chokehold. Crazy, right? Without no finishers, Randy Savage wins the match. Without no finishers, just that quick triple thing, and that's it. It was just a spotlight for Randy Savage. AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy, they had to be in the match for the beginning, but it wasn't no highlight for them. It won't be on their DVDs. It was Randy Savage. It was a Randy Savage highlight moment, you know. 2.5 out of 5. I mean, I'll rate that to a 3. I mean, it was okay match, but just for the legends, not for the new guys. Let's see what I got here. Now, this is a 5 out of 5 match. The last match on the card, we got America's Most Wanted versus Triple X. Man. America's Most Wanted comes out with handcuffs. You know those are going to come into play. Okay? You just know. You like handcuffs, that someone's going to get handcuffed to the cage. Elix Skipper from Triple X. Believe it or not, it's 2 people in Triple X. Triple X is a weird name. Elix Skipper handcuffs Chris Harris. After 5 minutes of domination from Triple X, Rude from America's Most Wanted reverses. Okay? He reverses, all bloodied. It's crazy. It's a crazy match. Crazy match. It's just spot after spot, and like, they use the handcuffs, but the handcuffs are not like the base of the match. Like, they use it, but they get off of it. So it's not like the whole match is played with those handcuffs. They all get bloodied. The match, the ring mat is covered in blood by the end of the match. The best spot of this match, which TNA still goes to for like hyping up stuff, they do a Hurricanrana off the top rim of the cage onto the bottom. It's like a Hell in a Cell. It's like really high. And they do a Hurricanrana off the top. Elix Skipper does it. And this, he's not wrestling anymore, but you can see that was the moment of his career. This match, there was blood, there was crazy moves, there was a Hurricanrana off the top. Everything was paced excellently. 5 out of 5. My voice is going. So, thanks for watching. Oh, one last thing before my voice totally gives out. On November 11th, Tribe 12 is doing a live stream on Stickam, damn. And he's doing a live stream, and supposedly some SHIT is supposed to go down. So, Chico's barking. That means end the video. Thanks for watching, and rate, comment, and subscribe.